Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your fave, your one and only, your baby girl, Malaika. Like I said, we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy series, When Marriage Becomes a Nightmare, episode 20. It starts with Jonathan, who is excited. He's very happy. Making his friends to know that he has hit a jackpot. He's now a big boy. He's working in Hanks's office, but Kenny is confused because Kenny is not in the shenanigans between Emeka and Jonathan. No, Kenny is it's his type of upright friend, the type of friend that will always give you good advice, whereas Emeka is the opposite of Kenny. So Kenny is trying to grasp what is going on, like what are they talking about, what job, like who is Jonathan working with, where did he get a job, what firm and everything. So Jonathan kind of felt uncomfortable because to him it's like this friend that wants you to support him in all his rubbish. That's who Jonathan is, but Kenny is not that person. So to them Kenny is more like somebody who is spoiling their fun, because Kenny is not rooting with what they support. And Jonathan had to make Kenny understand that I'm working at Hanks's office and my wife got a job for me. And Emeka was happy. But Kenny didn't understand when he said his wife. So he thought Emeka. Then Kenny wanted to understand, like, why would Emeka get you a job there when he knows that you guys are sworn enemies? And that was when he found out that no, it wasn't actually Emeka who got him a job. It was his wife who got him and he was like, damn, this is crazy. Why would you want to do something like that? And now Kenny is realizing that this is a planned act between Jonathan and Emeka. And Emeka is a bad egg. Emeka, is trying to push the narrative that Hanks is sleeping with Clara. So eventually, Jonathan should take advantage of that situation, and capitalize on it so that he could get himself a job. And Kenny was Kenny went gaga. Like, he was wondering if Emeka was daft or if Emeka was nuts, because to him it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. Like, why would you want, if to him it was more like, what are you doing and why would you want to do something like that? Why are you trying, why are you tempting God? What are you doing? You understand? So to Emeka is more like Kenny has the right to capitalize, on certain things. If it's like that, why not? If Hanks is taking advantage of his wife, why can't Kenny take advantage? So to Kenny is more like, you guys, you're my guys, eat, drink, call for more nkwobi, ishewu, all the rest. For more shaki, round about everything orishi, call for more, eat, drinks. I have money, let's marry. The next scene shows Clara at the restaurant. She's making a phone call with a client. And Benita walks in. She was very happy. She hugged her mom. To her it's more like because her father apparently called her, letting her know that he has a job, that he was employed. So eventually she's happy, and she's happy with her mom because she realized that, her mom finally helped and everything, and now her dad has a job. This is a little girl who loves her father. She clearly loves him and she wants what's best for him. She's happy because she knows to her a lot of things are going to change and all the rest. So hearing that her father got a job, and he'll be able to feel like a man again. Because you see, a real man with no bad intention on a normal day, as soon as he returned, like he got the job, what was he supposed to do? Was he not supposed to go back home and tell his family or go to the restaurant and thank his wife? No, he went to the bar and started drinking, started spending. And those are the things that bankrupt him, that made him who he is today, broke and everything. And unfortunately, a lot of men are like that. Yes, a lot of men are like Jonathan. But Clara, the truth is, Clara, even at that, Clara isn't convinced. Clara To Clara, it's not, she's not even holding her breath because she already know that her husband cannot be trusted. But to Benita, that is her father. To her, her father can be trusted. That is her dad, and she believes him. Those are daughters for you with their father. She believes him. The next thing shows Debbie, as usual. Debbie, the poisonous tongue. You know, getting mad, being angry, like wanting to know what would have prompted um Jonathan, to take a job. What would have prompted him to take a job in Hanks's office after being like after Hanks, not shacking his wife? Why would he, lose his mind to go and get a job there? So Hanks, so Jonathan is making her to understand that I have my reasons, okay? Irrespective of the fact that Hanks and my wife think that I am dumb, I have my reason. Yes, I'm going to ruin their lives. I'm going to destroy Hanks's company. So he was more like he went there for vengeance. He was making her know, and she was happy when she heard that, because to her she has her own plans already. She has plans of ruining Clara's marriage, then ruining Clara's friendship with Hank. So it's a win-win situation for her. It doesn't matter who does it. So to her, it was cool. So hearing this coming from Jonathan, it was so perfect. She was happy about it. She was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. And this girl is a psycho. She is a psycho like us. Because I don't get how you'll be plotting your friends down for what did she really do to you? What is that thing that she did that you are unable to talk about it? And she started lying about the reason why John Clara got him the job, like for them to keep him under control so that they'll be able to do their things without him noticing. Just making up stories and all. This is crazy. So the next scene shows a woman who walked inside, the compound. Very beautiful, tall woman. And, excuse me. And at the same time, Jonathan is coming out of his home. So he was shocked to see the woman, like, Mama, why are you here? So that was his mother-in-law. Like, how come she's here? She didn't tell them. But mothers now, they'll always do their things. They won't tell you. So she's making him know that she traveled via the night bus and all the rest. So she's here, blah, 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 whatsoever. So he was happy. But this guy, I don't know, this guy is sick. He's a psycho. Because he decided to pull a stunt, when he realizing that Clara's mom is there, and he knows the kind of wife he married to, and he knows the kind of family that he got married into. This man decided to pull one of the dumbest stunts I've ever seen. You understand? One of the craziest stunts I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy decided to pull that one. Making it look like Clara, Clara wanted him to work at at her ex-boyfriend's office, as if it was Clara that forced him, based on the fact that he lost his job. This guy is not only he's not only dumb, he's not only crazy, but he's mean. I can't lie. Like, he's the type of person that will want you to have problems with the entire universe, yes, just to make him feel okay. Like, he just wants to see you drained. He just wants to see people go down. The next thing shows Clara and her mom, she's having to explain herself. Having to explain herself because her mother cannot comprehend why is it that she's like still having a friendship with Hanks. Why? Simply because her mother knows how close they were. Her mother knows that they were really close, and this could jeopardize her marriage. Like, this could mess up her marriage, and she wasn't comfortable with that. But the honest truth is, Clara isn't doing anything with Hanks. Clara has nothing to do with Hanks. Clara and Hanks are just friends. And this thing she has explained 1,000 times, that she and Hanks have nothing. But it's more like it enters into one ear and it goes out into another. Nobody seemed to believe her. Nobody wants to believe her, I tell you this, honestly speaking. It's more like she's speaking jargons, or she must be lying or whatsoever. She's been trying, to explain to them that Hanks is just a friend. So the next scene shows Jonathan that is inside Hanks's office drinking tea. Imagine your boss's office, your first day at work. This is crazy. And as he saw Hanks, he wasn't even remorseful. He was trying to show as though he is the boss and Hanks is working for him. That was how he was giving. And Hanks was shocked that I see him in his office. Hanks, when you look at his face, his countenance, Hanks was trying to understand, like, guy, what are you doing? More like, what do you think you're doing? What is wrong with you? You understand? Like, are you okay? Inapwala, what is wrong with you? Because come to think of it, what will make you go into your boss's office, a job that you just got, if it's not that your village people are after your case? What will make you behave like that? And when Hanks is asking him to leave, maybe he's thinking that based on the fact that Clara was the one who got him the job, Hanks is going to tolerate all his excesses because he's Clara's husband. I think that is how he's feeling right now, honestly speaking, because I can't comprehend, I can't seem to understand. I can't lie to you, my people. I can't seem to comprehend. I've been trying. I've been wanting to wrap my finger around what is going on in his, like, inside his head, but I can't, because I can't understand how is it possible that a man that will give you a golden opportunity, instead you're warning him, telling him to take his time. More like when you used to be the big Joe that used to buy 2.5 million naira bottle of whiskey in the club. No responsible man will open his mouth and say such line. Nobody. That where was he? Who was he? No, who knew him? Yes, he was a nobody, but right now you're working in his company. That shows that he was somebody. He was doing something useful with his time, with his life, whereas you were there, wallowing away, wasting your time, and that's why you always be broke. This is a thing about pride and people that does not, they don't know what they want in their life. You have a family and somebody who wants to be feeding you, you're raising your fingers against him. Are you okay? No, something must be wrong with you. I promise you, something must be wrong with you. I'm telling you the truth. Something must be very wrong with you. You cannot be okay when you like it. It's not normal. And this guy is even being respectful, because you see, Hanks is even asking him to leave peacefully. He refused. So Hanks had no choice, because, oh, come on, this is my office guy. He had to call in the security guys, because he's and I don't know why this guy is still keeping him, because you would have been fired. If this was my company, I promise you, you're fired, because insubordination is something that I cannot tolerate, especially when it comes to office settings. Because him already, this is his first day at work. Imagine when he'll be working for you for a month or a year or 6 months. What do you think he will call you? People like this, don't even give them a handshake, because they'll take your entire body. And he was disgraced out of the office, and the next thing you hear was like, now you hear that this guy is looking down on him because he has money, or because he's maybe sleeping with his wife, which is not true. You see how some people can be. So the next thing shows Clara's mother and Clara. They went early, and they were just cleaning the restaurant. And Clara's mom really wanted to understand these dynamics between Hanks and Clara, like what's going, because to her, based on the fact that those two people loved each other so much, it is it is practically impossible, for them to be in the same space. It's not normal. So to her, it's not normal. She's not comfortable with it. So she was wondering, like, why would to her it was more like, why would Clara be around Hanks, that they loved each other a lot, to her is not right. But Clara is trying to explain the dynamics of her relationship with Hanks, and I don't understand why is it that nobody believes her. Because she has been saying it from day one that she and Hanks has nothing together. They have nothing. She's not sleeping with him. She's just Hanks just helped her. And that was why she was obliged now to make her mother understand that. Let me just put everything on the table. Hanks helped me. This restaurant Hanks borrowed me money. My home Hanks paid for my, like, she just tabled everything so that they should just get over with. Because she already knew if her husband could have the audacity to talk about the job, eventually he will go and spoil things for her. With her mom, he will go and run his mouth like the like diarrhea of the mouth. To talk like a running tap to talk. So better still, it will be best for her to tell her mom, Mama, see, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it. So I don't want any problem. And her mother, her upbringing, she's old school. She's a Christian mother. To her, which is, no, honestly speaking, like, it is true. But now let's look the other side. She will not starve to buy because of pride. No. And besides, if your conscience is clear, you're not doing anything, she's not seducing that guy, she's nothing. She just asks for help. And she's willing to pay back, but he is not willing to accept the money because she once helped him. So he's that type of person that acknowledges what you've done for them and decide to pay you back for good. Decide to pay good with good. Not somebody like Jonathan. You understand? So Mama should just take a chill pill and rest. So, like, as we are going to end this video, honestly speaking, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Okay, thank you. See, honestly speaking, marriage is a beautiful thing, but your mental health should really matter when it comes to marriages, to relationship. We should really consider it, because people like Jonathan, right, they are toxicity in, like, they breed toxicity. You understand? Jonathan, Emeka, those two people breed toxicity. Having them around is not good for anybody. I promise you, people. It is not good for anyone. Like as I always say, marriage is a beautiful thing. But spinsterness or singleness also is not a do or die. It's not bad. It's not sickness. And marriage is not a do or die affair. Choose your partners wisely. People might say, what are you talking about? What do you know about marriage because you're not married? My little experience, I know that choose happiness over any other thing. All right. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Stay blessed. And on this note, I'll have to say bye, guys.